Bye, Dougie. Okay, investors, traders, time for a long rambling vlog where I'm going to share a lot of things. I'm going to share a lot of things in this about my trading journey. Where am I going right now? I'm on my way. It's cold. It actually feels cold. It's like in the 60s. It's not super cold. I'm on my way to a hiking tour day. I'm gonna take a group up the back way to the Haiku Stairs, Stairway to Heaven, infamous hike. Should be good. We'll see what happens. They were trying to take the stairs out, but now it's caught up in the state, in the courts, possibly forever. So I guess they're doing there's a surf competition today. The surf has calmed down quite a bit. It's Sunday. I was hearing people on the mic. Not too sure what's going on or what sort of competition it is. Yeah, some kind of competition out there today. But I'm gonna drive right by it. I'm lucky I get to surf during the week as a local and then fuck off in the weekends when it's super crowded. Yeah, so I always try to start my days with gratitude. I'm lying in the bed in the early morning before I have to get up or before I want to get up, whatever, and I'm thinking I'm grateful for my dog, I'm grateful for the bed, I'm grateful for where I live, I'm grateful to have such cool jobs. I'm grateful but I think I'm gonna have to stop for a snack at the store of some kind. I'm grateful, and I have to be grateful for where I am in my trading journey. And one of the directions I want to go with this talk is about the reality of success in trading and failure and why misinformation is so prevalent, right? So I like the spot that I'm in terms of I like the connections that I have, the systems that I've built, the trauma that I've accrued to protect me from bad habits, the skills that I've learned, the stories that I've absorbed, and to be in a position where, while I didn't blow up, I still have my capital. I've lost money in so many different ways, sampling. I'm in a position for scheduling where I'm not even checking my buy and holds. I'm just executing. It's a great place to be. However, I'm also like, was it all really necessary? Was that path necessary? Why did I have to go through so much pain? Why did I have to go through multiple years of losing, and not just losing, but compulsive behavior? And part of it is my own self. Part of it is this is what trading is. People always ask, well, is that just trading, or isn't it anything? Not everything's addictive. Like, trading is highly addictive, right? Why did I fall into the compulsive nature of it in terms of investing all this time, right? And a lot of it is my own fault. I like to take responsibility, but part of it is also so much misinformation in the space. Grifters and scams who misrepresent what trading is, misrepresent their own success, and also survivorship bias, in that a lot of the losers, they don't go on YouTube to talk about it. So there's this small sample of winners that you see and you think that's normal, but it's not. Okay, hang on for a moment. There, I'm back. I got a little trail mix. Not the best, but it's the best option I could see in there. Okay, I got enough gas. Headed into town. Right, so I was saying, what you see on YouTube and social media is not accurate depiction of the reality of trading outcomes. And a lot of the reason, okay, there's a couple things going on here. The first is people want to misrepresent their success in order to sell you a product and service. And I personally found a way around that, but where I'm selling a computer back-tested trading system, and I can tell you I didn't trade it and I've traded it unprofitably, but I can still sell that system, right? That allows me to be authentic. But that's not what we commonly see in this space. People aren't selling automated trading systems that are transparent. They're selling their discretionary trading techniques, so it's important that they don't show losses for their, I mean, we can be mad at them, but they're just trying to pay their bills and support their families too, right? But they misrepresent their profitability to sell copy trading, trading mentorship, and so on. The second is, if you're actually profitable and good, you want to talk about it. And you're going to get views. Most people aren't. But if you're not profitable, you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to come out and say, I lost all my money. I'm mentally ill, right? You see those things in YouTube comments and you see them in anonymous polls, but you don't see them commonly at the top of the YouTube algorithm. Are people talking about it? This is why it's important to, I'm not on Twitter anymore really, but I used to follow Coinfessions on Twitter. Yeah, and even Market Wizards. I wish Market Wizards, right? The books are full of successful traders, which is great. You know, these are actually successful traders. I wish there was a book. If there is, I don't know. If there is, comment down below. I wish there was a book that was just full of trading horror stories and nothing else. It's like stories of 30 traders who lost all their money or something like that, you know? That would give a more realistic expectation of how trading is, right? Because the reality is something like 95% of day traders lose in the long run, lose money. And I feel like the real number could be higher than that, but we'll say 5 to 10% only make money. 1 out of 5, 1 out of 10 over the long run. Now the mental illness though, there's a huge amount of mental illness in there, because why are these people continuing to do something where they're losing money? Are they giving up quickly? And also something I learned, which I didn't know at the beginning, I didn't realize, is that you can lose even when you win. I knew early on, like, you know, the difference between a gambling addict and a successful trader is potentially just P&L. It's true, right? You can have, there's stories, I've seen it, and even for me, when I made a lot of money in 2 years in the first bull market I traded, it wasn't healthy. There were periods where, I mean, it wasn't really disrupting my sleep, and there were periods where I wasn't looking all the time. But usually, first thing in the morning, I'm looking at price all the time, right? All the time. It's disrupting me, it's distracting me. And so even when you win, you lose, right? So somewhere along the line, I got this idea that it was a good idea to be a full-time trader, or to even trade every day. And people get this confused. It's so funny in the comments. People are like, why do you conflate being a full-time trader with working full-time? Because the key word is time, not income. It's cool to be a full income trader on part-time, but if we're talking about full-time trading, full-time, spending your full-time trading, right? At some point I got in my head that this is maybe an okay thing to do, but what I regret is the wasted time. I don't even regret, like, if I could go back a couple years and I have the lessons that I have now, okay, that's great. I would love to shorten the process. It is what it is. I trust God has a plan for me, but I like that, if I invest the next 20, 30 years with what I now know and the systems that I have, I'm likely to crush it spending very little time doing it. But man, I just wish, I got into adventure tourism this year. I could have gotten into that years earlier, right? What was I really doing? It was an expensive education, right? Training's a really expensive education. When we tell you, hey, your expectation should be to become profitable like 4 years, that's a big commitment. That is a big commitment. Do you really understand what that means? And also for some people, it might take 6 years, 7 years. And here's the thing, there's stories of people 15 years and they're not profitable. I'm telling you my struggles as someone who's smart, always tested high on standardized tests and IQ tests. I was one of the best in the world at a competitive strategy card game where you have a metagame and tournament structure. I've started my own businesses. I'm very disciplined. I've read hundreds of books. I don't smoke weed. I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke tobacco. I don't do drugs. I eat clean food. I exercise. This isn't to brag or say I'm better than anyone, but you look at that and you would think I'm gonna have an easy time trading, right? Or like I'm gonna be one of the people who are successful at day trading. Not the case, man. I'm not day trading anymore, right? I'm trading my system, which is closer to buy and hold, and whatever's day trading is going to be automated. It's ready, but it's not, the short strategy. It's not the time to trade it. Everything needs to be under the 200 moving averages. So yeah, I just wish there was more warning, and I'm using that sort of regret or resentment or whatever it is to make videos like this where I warn people that it's not a path worth going down, right? You don't need to go through that fire. You think this is my only way to make the money to have kids or become financially successful. Not true. There's so many ways. Trading's harder, man. You can do YouTube, you can do e-commerce, you can have a marketing agency. Hell, you could have a plumbing business, a construction business, a mechanic business. There's so many ways. And then also, you get the money. I have experienced this, right? What happens to most lottery winners? Say you come up fast trading. I wish that happens to you. So you can see that it doesn't fix all your problems. Most lottery winners, they go broke quick. And I wouldn't say it ruins their life, but it doesn't really make their life better. You see your friends come out and family come out and want money. If you're not prepared for it, you just lose it. Or if you're want to protect it, you're hyper fixated, it brings a lot of stress. You got to figure out how to manage the money. You got to look at it closer than if you didn't have it at all. And in theory, just make an annuity and live off of it. But it's you're going to learn about life. That life is about being around people that you like and having purpose. A lot of it's about work. Some of it's about friends. Maybe a lot of it's about family. But making a lot of money in the market, you see the guys who flex with Rolex watch, supercars, penthouse, do you think that makes you happier at all, even a little bit? I don't think even a little bit. I mean, it gives you maybe euphoria, quick dopamine, but what is sustainable happiness is health, is learning skills, working with people that you like and enjoy. And yeah, I mean, I was taken out of the workforce for years just to focus on trading. And I mean, it's true, it's led me into a great place. Like, okay, I have a great trading system now, and I've got a great scheduling plan around it, and I know the truth about day trading, and I've experienced winning and losing, and I'm free from the addiction compulsion. I'm in a great place. But it wasn't necessary almost like 3 years of this shit of just staring at charts, right? The creating of systems wasn't from staring at charts. It was from walking around and thinking about the world, right? It was from reading books. There was a little bit like learning about, I don't know, maybe it's going to make more sense later on, and I'm going to be glad. But right now I feel like salty about it. And again, it's not salty about, oh, I lost money. It's like salty about I lost time and I wish I had just gone down a different route or could have learned this stuff faster. But again, you just gotta have faith. I gotta have faith that everything happens for a reason. It is what it is. And again, coming back to the gratitude, I'm super grateful to be in adventure tourism. It's such a fun industry. The hike I'm going on today is awesome. Yesterday I was on a speedboat out off the coast of Oahu in 15-foot swells. It was fucking sweet to be at work doing that, right? And I have this YouTube channel and the trading system, and I've got the other YouTube channel and my life coaching, and I've got my dog, I got the surf season, I've got my body's still healthy, I'm eating good food, I can afford good food, I've got a lot of friends. If I want to throw a party, I can do it. I can invite people over, they show up. There's different things I can go to meet people. I've got friends who will text me and ask me to hang out. I go outside and I just see people I know. My life has some kind of purpose and meaning. I'm writing a story. Life is good. It's just kind of interesting piecing into the trading thing into it, you know. I had some holes that I fell into in my 20s, and I thought my 30s were going to be smoother sailing, and they have been. It's a lot more fun with the experience I have. I didn't think I was going to find myself in such a dark place. And it's the dark place, it was totally created, right? I'm looking, now that I'm through it, and again, I've placed some trades in the system, but I haven't. It's been over 3 weeks since I quit day trading. I've only logged into the charts twice, once to make content, the other to start implementing the system, and I'm just waiting for alerts for that next one. Where was I going with that? Yeah, it's kind of silly looking back now because I step outside of my house into the Hawaiian sunshine with so much opportunity around me, tourists who would do a lot to switch lives with me. I'm healthy, I'm working in the coolest industries out here, and my life was a stress nightmare within the last 2 years. Not all the time, but certain times where I'm like, I'm thinking I could run out of money, or I can't control myself, I'm just like gambling. And it's all self-created, right? I think about Paul Tudor Jones. Would you rather create a heaven or hell for yourself trading? I created a hell for myself in trading. It was optional, right? A lot of stress is optional. And people ask, oh yeah, but it's just, it's just trading, right? It's not just trading, it's any other kind of business. I don't have that kind of stress from YouTube. I don't have that kind of stress from marketing or selling a product I believe in. I don't have that kind of stress working on the boat or doing the tours. All that stress and hell is unique to trading, right? Now there's certain elements of it outside of trading. Just, phone scrolling isn't too different from chart watching. Doesn't cause the same level of anxiety though, right? Like, why am I doing things that cause me so much anxiety, right? Day trading, chart trading caused me so much anxiety. Nothing else in my life's doing that. That's the same reason I quit smoking weed. It was causing me anxiety. And it's like, why am I doing something that causes me anxiety? Let me quit, right? But it was causing me anxiety in the first month. And I did it for 3 years. I day traded for 3 years, just about, a little bit less. I took a 1 month break. I took a 2 month break. I took a couple days off here and there, and then another, So I took some breaks here and there, but man, I traded through vacations with my family. I traded through vacations with girls on trips. Stupid, man. It's just, degraded my quality of life. If y'all think I sound super negative, there's a trading channel where I just like discourage. It's better to just invest, or from the beginning, like think from the beginning, what is a good outcome? From the beginning, I was like, maybe I'm in front of the chart a lot, but I like make a lot of money. That's not even a good outcome, right? The ideal outcome is I spend almost no time, and over time it builds my wealth, and it gives me time to do other things, right? No time on the charts, right? A lot of y'all think, well, I love to trade. A lot of you think you love to trade. I thought I loved to trade. I thought I loved in the markets. It's compulsion, man. It's addiction, compulsion. It's also greed, euphoria. It's early on where you get wins and things work out and you feel good about it, and then it rewires your whole brain and your whole circuitry. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Go down a different path, right? There's different ways to wealth. Simply, think with the end in mind, right? So now me thinking with the end in mind, it's like, am I going to be day trading when I have kids? And I'm like, imagine the stress, right? It's already stressful. Now I gotta change a diaper, or I gotta take the kid to school or something like that. Or my wife wants my attention and I'm like in my session. No, that's just, I don't need, and then I'm reliant on that for consistent income. No, it's just, that's not the end I want, right? The end I want is I work on that a little bit. I'm working out of the house in the boat, doing this different stuff. So, that's enough ranting and rambling for me though, for today. But, and the last thing, I've been repeating this study a lot recently. People will say, that's unrealistic. You need to spend more time trading to be successful, like more time. The data shows more time, more checking, more losing. Inverse correlation between portfolio checking and performance. Every day and more is bad results. Once a week or less is better results. That's what the data shows. So I was probably exposed to that early on, but I kind of ignored it, or like it wasn't what I wanted to see. I don't know. I only found it when I was looking for it later and was ready to accept that. So, the last thing is, these guys who are successful day traders, which is very rare, it could be that they're successful despite day trading. They would be successful at anything they put their mind to, and they would be even more successful trading lower time frames. It's possible than what they're doing. So what y'all think? Comment down below, okay? Appreciate y'all, much love, talk to y'all soon. Peace.